Hi everybody, this is Stacy from Stampee Crafts, and this is a little tutorial video about how to make this scary Halloween invitation. So you can see we've got a witch here, and this is done in our black pigment foil and just layered with some cute holiday paper. So what you're going to need is a laminator. You're going to need a heat tool. You're going to need some different patterned papers, and these are actually from the Martha Stewart Halloween collection, some with little pumpkins and then just sort of a scroll background. This is just a Halloween tag that I picked up. You're going to need your greeting or your invitation type, and Stampee foil. This is the one that we're using, the black, but you could also create your own patterned paper like this little foiled pumpkin paper using our orange metallic foil. You're also going to need pigment ink, any brand is fine, a scary stamp, and some glue, and our Stuck-on-You bonding powder. Now this is really important. Don't try to use another kind of adhesive because this is formulated to stick to the backing on our foils. So you definitely want to use Stuck-on-You. So what you're going to do is first we're going to layer the papers. So you're just going to glue the patterned papers together. And you can use glue dots or whatever. This just happens to be what I have. So just stick that down. Okay. And then we're going to get to doing the foiling. So how this works is you're just going to take your scary stamp and you're going to ink it up with your pigment ink. Now the most important thing is that this is just an ink that stays wet because you need something that's going to hold your powder. So you could really use any ink that you normally emboss with. It's going to be the same kind of effect. So you're going to take your stamp and just stamp it down on your tag. Okay. And then you're going to take the Stuck-on-You bonding powder, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on over a piece of paper here. Sprinkle it on liberally. Just shake it around to make sure that you have powder on all of the ink. And then what you're going to do is heat set it with your heat tool. And what this does is this just locks the powder in place so that when you put it through the laminator, the powder doesn't scatter everywhere. You'll get foil everywhere the powder is. So you want to make sure you keep the powder just where the stamp is. Okay, so you've heat set that. That's just locked in place now. And then what you do is you take any color foil that you want and you lay it on top. Now if you were using metallic foil, you'd want the shiny side to be up. This is pigment foil. You can still see there's a little bit of sheen on it. You want that shiny side up. And then this is just a piece of copy paper that I folded over at the top so I could layer it over this tag. And this just holds the foil down flat in place when I put it through the laminator. So this is what you've got, and it just goes right into a pouch laminator. Now, once that comes out, we're just going to peel the foil off, and then we're going to be able to stick that tag down onto our card. Okay. So it comes out of the laminator, and then you just take the copy paper off and peel the foil off. And you can see that the black metallic foil gives you a really nice shine, and sometimes with embossing powders you'll get like what we call like an orange peel effect, but this actually gives you a nice flat even surface that's very shiny. So I like to use black foil for this kind of effect. And then all you're going to do is just glue this down. Super easy. And just lay it on over your patterned papers. Like so. And then you're just going to take your greeting and glue that down. And I just layered it directly underneath my little witch tag there. And there you go. You have a nice little invitation, fun for a Halloween party. And I hope you guys enjoy that, and it gives you some good ideas for projects that you can do for Halloween.